Welcome to the Introduction to Rabbit Handling and Euthanasia. This video will introduce you to two methods for effectively euthanizing commercial meat rabbits.
Euthanasia is defined as giving a good death to an animal that's suffering. But on the farm, it means quite a bit more. On the farm, it's a tool that we can use to improve animal welfare. It's a way to relieve the suffering of an animal that won't recover or doesn't have a good enough quality of life, even if it does recover, to make it fair for that animal to go through it.
Two methods of euthanizing meat rabbits will be demonstrated because they are highly effective, humane, and safe for the operator. The two devices are the non-penetrating captive bolt device or assisted manual cervical dislocation. Proper use of either of these devices will ensure a rapid and humane death for a rabbit. The non-penetrating captive bolt device uses high pressure to permanently injure the brain. It can be used for rabbits weighing 150 grams and larger. Step 1. Set up for application by turning on the air compressor, checking the pressure, and turning the device to the on position. Step 2. Restrain the rabbit. Use a non-slip surface and allow the rabbit's hind end to be backed into a solid structure, such as a container wall, to prevent squirming. Use your non-dominant hand to gently but firmly restrain the rabbit. Step 3. Observe correct placement of the device on the head. Place the barrel in the middle of the rabbit's forehead, behind the eyes, and right in front of the ears. Step 4. Pull the trigger 2 times in rapid succession. Step 5. Check for insensibility by immediately testing for reflexes. Step 6. Turn the device to the off position and disconnect from the compressed air source after use. Ensure that the device is properly cleaned and maintained in good working order according to the manufacturer's instructions. The assisted manual cervical dislocation device rapidly separates the spinal cord and blood vessels that connect to the brain, resulting in insensibility and death. It can be used on rabbits weighing approximately 150 grams and larger. Step 1. Set up by moving the adjustable plate to an appropriate size. A smaller opening is needed for smaller rabbits. Step 2. Line up and insert the head of the rabbit into the device. Grasp the rabbit gently but firmly by the loose skin at the back of its neck while supporting the rabbit's weight with the other hand and slide the rabbit's head into the opening. The rabbit's head should be facing away from the operator. Reposition your hands so that they are on either side of the rabbit's hips, grasping the skin and legs. The rabbit should be at a 45-degree angle to the wall. Step 3. Firmly grasp both legs by the hips and pull down and stretch the rabbit toward you at a 45-degree angle in one smooth, quick motion. Step 4. Check for insensibility. Immediately following the application of any method of euthanasia, it is important to check the rabbit for insensibility. This is defined as loss of conscious awareness, which we test for by looking for the presence of specific behaviors and reflexes. Often, there will be involuntary movements, which include tonic-clonic seizures, involuntary kicking of the legs, and/or body rigidity. This is normal, and the rabbit is not in distress. Testing for the presence of a brainstem reflex is important because the brainstem controls many body functions, such as consciousness, breathing, and heart function. To test for the corneal reflex, lightly touch the surface of the eye. An unconscious rabbit will not blink. A conscious rabbit will blink and may try to move their head away even before the surface of the eye is touched. Check the nose of the rabbit. The nostrils should not be moving in and out regularly, as in a live rabbit. Testing for spinal reflexes tests to see if an animal experiences pain. Gently pinch the ear or the fold of skin between the toes. An unconscious rabbit should not move. A conscious rabbit will move and may try to withdraw the head or leg. An unconscious rabbit will not be able to make any purposeful movements, such as trying to move away from the operator, and it will not vocalize. Euthanasia is an important aspect of animal welfare. When euthanizing a rabbit on farm, it is critical to use humane and effective methods. Two effective methods covered in this video are a non-penetrating captive bolt device and assisted manual cervical dislocation. Remember both important steps. First, apply the method using the proper technique. Second, check for insensibility through absence of brainstem and spinal reflexes.
If the process that you use to put the animal out of its misery is something that you're comfortable with and you know that it's humane, it's far easier to do and to do in a timely manner.
For more information about these techniques, please visit our website.